Good evening, everybody. Tashina Gonzalez here, and I am here to talk to you about the what, the how, and the why of transfer buying. So, because I think I am the first person that's tackling this topic, I'm going to get a little bit green in the beginning and get some numbers and talk about some details. So, first of all, what exactly is transfer buying? So, one objection that sometimes we hear from people is that Young Living is really expensive, as if they don't have enough money in their budget to start using products with Young Living. But the reality is, what we want to encourage people to do is to transfer their current budget from inferior products that could possibly be damaging their health, to premium products. And we want to find ways to help them get it into the budget that they already have. So I did look up some statistics on what a typical household budget looks like. So in general, talking about a household that is trying to sustain about 2.5 people, they spend $550 a month on food type groceries. So those things include non-alcoholic beverages, fresh fruits, other canned and prepared foods, fresh vegetables, beef, poultry, pork, bakery products, milk and cream, sugar, sweets, condiments and seasonings, processed vegetables, frozen prepared foods. Then the household spends about $385 per month on healthcare. So that's going to include their actual insurance premiums, and also during this season, right, there's probably a lot of people that go get Theraflu and just different other things to sustain their health. Right now, something very interesting is here in the United States, most households are spending $342 on complimentary health care services. So those include things like complimentary practitioners, such as going to yoga, going to see a massage therapist, or any of those general alternative individuals that your health care insurance premium probably will not cover unless you have a very clear prescription for it or medical directive for it. Natural product supplements, so vitamins, supplements, and then self-help materials. So they try to do some type of education. So that's super interesting. Most households are spending $342 on complimentary healthcare services. Households that have pets spend $65 to $250, depending on the size of the pet. You know, you can go from a bird up to a larger mammal. They spend $42 a month on cleaning supplies, $60 per month on personal care products and services. So getting a haircut and then all of the products to maintain in between that. They spend $40 a month on gifts and $40 on miscellaneous. So the amazing thing is, as we try to make these changes in our life, a lot of times we change what we're eating as far as food. And so there are some things that we're going to have to go to the grocery store for: our fresh fruits, our organic meats, things of that nature. But some of the other stuff, you know, we're going to cut out a lot of the canned and prepared and processed foods. So that's going to minimize what we're spending on our food budget. And then as we get healthier and healthier, we can probably minimize and take like $100 of what we're spending out on our healthcare budget. I know I can, because I previously used to be on like 7 different medications, and I used to have a cabinet full of winter support stuff like Theraflu and Alka-Seltzer Cold and NyQuil and Dayquil. And I always had that in there and replenished it because of something that I need. And that minimized my budget by doing that. And then we provide lots of complimentary healthcare services through Young Living, as well as some of the other things, right? So just taking our catalog and looking at some of the categories that we have of the things that we offer, we know we're Young Living Essential Oils, and we have amazing essential oil products and things to support, such as our diffusers and accessories. So we can use that to transfer by and start using that instead of aerosols and candles and some of the other things that were harming us in the past. We also have our category of at home. So we have our Thieves line that covers that $42 that we spend on cleaning supplies. We also have our seedling lines for our babies, our Kid Sense for kids, and Animal Sense to cover some of the things that we're spending on those pets. That was $65 to $250. And then under the healthy and fit section, we have tons of things that are going to support under those complementary health care services. So we know our essential oils do that. We also have supplements for foundation, cleansing, and targeted nutrition. We have our Sleek line, which is our weight management line. We have then that personal care category that we talked about that people generally spend $60 a month. We have our art and other facial care products. We have our Savvy Minerals makeup. We have lotions, moisturizers, soaps, bath gels, additional body care, men's care, hair care, and dental care. And so that's what we want to do. Again, we want to take that money that we already have allocated, that money that we're already spending, and we're going to move it over to these better for you premium products. And Kate did an amazing job of showing us the best way to do that, right? When we get on Essential Rewards, we automatically start lowering that cost for us. And that's super, super important, right? So I've done several lives recently over the past couple months where I talked about getting some of the toxins out of different areas. And so again, we're not talking about spending additional. We're talking about transferring what we're spending from products like this, toxic hand sanitizers, our toxic lotion that's Bath and Body Works, our toxic bath gel, our toxic lotions that this is supposedly an aromatherapy lotion, but it does have parabens in it. You know, I used to be addicted to getting samples of all types of stuff. You know, our toxic soap, carpet cleaner, stuff like that. This is empty. A lot of the stuff is actually empty or it was stuck back somewhere. And again, I had one Zyrtec available. This is part of what I used to spend my healthcare money on. I don't need stuff like this anymore. So we transfer that money that we are using and the budget over here, and we start spending it with Young Living. So that is the what transfer buying is. So let's get into the how of transfer buying. So there's so many products, right? There's like 800 products. This catalog is huge. Where do I start? How do I do this, right? So Vital 180 has some amazing tools to help walk us step by step to do that. So hopefully you have done all of the B2NL or the Building to the Next Level Vital 180 training. If you haven't, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, as soon as you turn this off, go to vital180.com, create an account using your Young Living member number, and you can use your same password so that it's easy for you. And once you get on there, there's different tabs at the top, and you're going to find the one that says B2NL. And you're going to go and get started with the Getting Started. So under those modules, each module starts with a Live section. And in that Live section, it walks you through where to start. So in the Getting Started, some of the things to start with, and then under the Star section, it goes into a little bit more deeper. And as you go into some of those other sections, it starts walking you through your house with different areas of how you can slowly transfer by and change over to healthier and better products in each room of your home. So that's a key tool of how to do that. So again, if you have not gone through your Vital 180 training, the second that I'm done, go sign into there and set yourself a schedule to start getting through there, because that will give you the how and it will be less intimidating of where to start. Some other amazing things, tools that we have to share with other people we have a welcome guide, which I don't have any on hand right now. So as I was going through and looking at these tools, the amazing, awesome tools set right there for us to learn the how of transfer buying, I'm like, oh, let me fill up my cart. Payday's 28th. Let me go order some more welcome guides. But in the new welcome guide on pages 18 and 19, there actually has this amazing graphic of a house, and it shows you the rooms in the house and the different Young Living products that you're going to use in the bathroom, in the bedroom, in the kitchen. And that is another way for you to learn how to transfer buy. The other amazing tool that you want to use in every class and every time that you're sitting down with someone is our wellness consult. So the wellness consult from Vital 180 is also listed in the welcome guide, but it also can be just downloaded from any of the classes. So one of the other amazing things that we have on Vital 180 is that we have classes set for us: an intro to oils class, an intro to Young Living, Savvy Minerals, and with the tools that come in those classes, business in the box classes, there's a wellness consult. And that wellness consult asks you what your primary goals are, and then it isolates for you different systems of the body that you can work on with suggested products to help you do that. So if you haven't been using that at every single class that you do, that's something you want to, right after you start your building to the next level training, you want to make sure you download copies of that and start using it at every single class to help teach the lifestyle, as well as use that welcome guide, or at least the wellness consult when you sit down to help someone craft their healthy lifestyle. The other thing that it has in that actual welcome guide is suggested monthly wellness boxes, like the Total Babe box, the Skinny Jeans box. So it puts some packages together for you there so you can, again, step by step, start doing that transfer buying. So that is the how of transfer buying. But now I want to talk to you guys about the why. Why is it so important? So for those of you that don't know me very well, I came into Young Living because I was in the middle of searching for a better way. So from 2012 through 2015, the beginning of 2015, I actually started Young Living in January of 2015, had my first home party in February of 2015. I was riddled with all types of health issues. And so the summer of 2012, I was bedridden most of that summer and in and out of the emergency room due to gut issues. I would have acid reflux. It would be pushing up on my esophagus. It would be so painful. Sometimes I would be screaming and I would eventually have to go to the emergency room. I had had gut issues in the past, and so they did a stomach scope and we found out that I was eating something that I was allergic to. At the time I had like 5 different diseases, had to be on a couple of medications, and I was just told, eat bland food and this is the way it's going to be. The summer of 2013, I, out of the blue, started excessive bleeding and was riddled with hormone issues for a couple years. So that summer I was bedridden, running to the emergency room, getting all types of tests. Eventually I had to have a minor surgery to fix that. And I was told, you're never going to be okay. You're going to have to wait till menopause till it fixes itself. And I'm like, my mom hit menopause late. Like, that's not going to work for me. In addition to that, between the summer of 2013 and I think about 8 months later, I was in 2 accidents where I was rear-ended. The first one, I was sent immediately to the emergency room because my blood pressure had shot up. The second one, I got the major impact of it because I was in a van and it was a multi-car pileup. So I had a lot of body pain due to that, and I had to have physical therapy in order to fix that. And then outside of that, my entire life, I just had major skin issues, eczema. I used to get ringworm when I was younger. I was just told I had horrible skin. I have always had allergies and asthma and could never breathe, and was always told you just can't breathe. That's just the way it is. And so at any given time, I could also be bedridden because I had taken my Zyrtec and my Flonase and my Benadryl, and it just wasn't enough, and I still couldn't breathe. And so I could be bedridden for that. And so that was my life from 2012 to 2015, and sent me on a journey of looking for a better way. And as I entered into this world of Young Living and learned that these things that I no longer use, I just happen to have a few of them full because they were gifted to me or I never finished, and they're in the back of my closet. These things that I used, my addiction to candles, my addiction to plugins, were contributing and causing my respiratory issues, my skin issues, my hormone issues. These things that I used were part of the reason why I had so many problems. And by transfer buying to premium, healthy for you, good for you products, I was able to minimize that. I have had a cousin that bought a kit because she said, you can breathe. You've never been able to breathe in your life. Excuse me. And it's because I no longer use aerosols and plugins and candles, which I was addicted to. And I now use essential oils and diffusers. And I have people come up to me and compliment me on my skin and think that I am 10 to 15 years younger than I actually am. When before I've been on medication for acne and horrible skin. And it's because I'm no longer addicted to Bath and Body Works and all of the other products that have skin irritants in it and actually contributed to me having skin problems. So that is the why. We want to, little by little, it's a process. It's going to take a couple years, but that's the why. When I was in the middle of my horrible hormone issues, when I was wearing, I know this is too TMI for the guys if you watch this, but I was wearing like two things, like a tampon and a pad, and I would bleed through my clothes. I would have paid anything to fix those hormone issues. And to know that I now have a solution eliminating all these things that cause the hormone issues, getting my hormones healthy and using things to support my hormones. Now I'm at a state where my time of the month sneaks up on me. And I was told by a doctor that it would never get better. It's going to take 20 years for it to get better when you hit menopause. To me, I can't even put a price on that. I can't put a price on, because it's not more expensive. It is not more expensive to use Young Living. It really isn't. We've seen comparisons from premium products with Young Living and maximizing essential rewards, and it is not more expensive. It is better for you. It takes time because you already have a stock of stuff and you got to work that down and then little by little add stuff in, but it's not more expensive. But even if it was, the why, the importance, what I would have paid to know 15 years ago that I could be able to breathe and have great skin and not have the hormone issues that I ended up having, I can't even put a price on that. And so that's the why. The why is because your level of health, when you switch over to clean, toxic-free, good for you, skin supporting, hormone supporting products, it's priceless. You can't put a price on that. That is the why. That is the why of why you need to investigate this catalog. You need to get on Vital 180, get through that building to the next level so that you can go through those live sections and learn little by little and transfer over little by little. That is the why, because you will have so much more vibrant, wonderful, amazing health by transferring to premium, good for you, wonderful products. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. Have an amazing evening, and hopefully it was helpful, especially as far as getting the how to start transfer buying. But again, the most important is the why. I want you guys to have amazing skin, amazing respiratory, amazing gut health, vibrancy, and energy. And a key to that is transfer buying over to better, premium, good for you products. Bye, guys.